Hello everyone, welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria and we've got your daily reading here for Friday, April 26, 2024. Welcome to Friday, everybody. Thank goodness. Let's see what's in the cards for you guys and what energies are propelling you guys throughout your weekend. First out, we've got the 7 of coins. So first up, ooh, this could be quite nice. Very nice on a Friday. For some of you, well, maybe it's payday today, something you've worked hard for and something you've been waiting for. Okay, here you go. So if you've got payday coming, right, then you might have a little bit of extra cash. But for some of you with this 7 of coins, this can be something coming to fruition for you, something that you've waited for, something that you've been nurturing. This can be where you see the results and you might have a decision to make. So maybe you're looking at your bank account, your savings account, your investments, and maybe it's paying you some dividends today, or you could be just looking at where you're putting your money and going, okay, do I have enough growth here? Am I happy with how my investments are performing, or do I need to make a change? Because the 7 of coins can quite often be one of taking an alternate approach, all right, or making sure that your strategy is paying off for you, very much associated with your money or your long-term goals and plans, your material world in some way. So some of you could potentially be cashing out on something today and making a change. And some of you could be like, you know what, I'm going to let it ride, right? Because the 7 of coins is quite often where we have a goal in mind, say the 10 of coins, right? Ultimate abundance coming in there. But we're only at the 7. So how do I get to the 10? What do I need to do differently? Right? What is the meaning of success and abundance for me? Right? And so, you could be just looking at things and saying, what do I need to do differently? Right? Maybe you might actually be really happy with the direction things are going and you're feeling pretty good. But yes, there could be something coming to fruition for you guys today, and you are going to be reaping some rewards of some kind. It might come in the form of money. It might come in the form of like a creative project that's come together and you're like assessing your, your results, what it looks like. And you're like, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's good, right? So it's going to be a really positive card for you. We have the moon coming in here, and the moon card is in your blessings position. So something hidden could be revealed to you today. The moon can illuminate things that are in shadow. So something can be highlighted for you today. You might get clarity and insight about something today, and you could have a little bit of a surprise because the moon can bring surprises for us. But the moon can certainly represent cycles in our life. So when we've got the 7 of coins, there could be something that's like at the end of its cycle. And if we do look at something like your investments, maybe you've had something locked away for a while. The 7 of coins does bring in a little bit of patience. Okay. It's like, wait for it, wait for it. And so something could be coming to the end of its term. And so you might have a decision to make about your money or about where you live, like your lease and things like that. And you're like, okay, do we sign another lease, or do we, put our money back in there for another term? Are things performing well? Are we happy where things are? Or is it time for a change? Because the moon can represent a change in cycle or the need for a change as well. But the moon does bring illumination to something that has been a little bit uncertain. And part of the blessing is getting clarity on that, right? When we shine things by the light of the moon creates shadow, it creates illusion. Things look a little bit different in the dark, don't they? And if you've ever walked down a forest path, it looks beautiful and inviting and warm and green and friendly in the day. But then we look at it in the full moon and it looks a little bit spookier, right? And we've got, things that we can't quite see, or things seem to move on their own. So there could be something that has been a little bit confusing or a little bit elusive for you, and this is where you're going to shine a light on it and get the clarity or get the answers that you've been looking for. You're going to see the truth for something here as well. So the moon can also represent that your intuition is really guiding you to some decision, to make some moves, or to stay put. So really pay attention to your intuition today. It's very much on point and very highlighted for you. The moon can also certainly bring about a lot of creativity as well. And of course, 7 of Coins, if you're working on a project or something, this is where you're feeling a little extra creative, or you're going to put a creative touch on something that you've been working on, just to kind of pretty it up a little bit, or just to put the last little touches on something so it looks absolutely perfect. So you could be feeling quite creative in this energy today. But it also speaks to your emotions. The moon is fairly moves through signs fairly quickly, and so whenever things go bump in the night, or when we have happy circumstances, usually happens to do with where it happens to be where the moon is in the skies. And so with this energy, there could be some really positive, flowy emotions that are about for you guys. You could be feeling good. Maybe you feeling like a breath of fresh air has hit you. You could just be feeling quite pleasant and joyful, because don't forget, this moon is in your blessings position. So positive emotions. You could also be in a situation where you're ready to face some fears, and this is making you feel like you're on top of the world. And so perhaps you're ready for some change, and you're like, nope, I'm not afraid of moving forward. I'm not afraid of letting go. I'm not afraid of change. And I'm feeling really good about my situation. I'm feeling really good about my decisions, and I'm not seeing any red flags. So full steam ahead. So very wonderful energy. We love the moon in our blessings. Your challenge, we've got the 10 of Wands. Ouch. All right. So the 10 of Wands can be here where, yeah, there might be something here that's causing you a little bit of stress or grief, and it's time to let something go. The moon can show that there's an end of a cycle, and it can be a very challenging cycle that you've been in. And that 10 of Wands, a lot of stress and burdens and responsibilities, feeling like you got a monkey on your back, feeling like, you're tired and drained and worn out. Well, let me tell you, this moon in your blessing position trumps this 10 of Wands big time, right? This is the little guy, and this is the giant fish in the pond, right? So this can be a relief for you today coming in. It can just be a sigh of relief, or it can be that you are feeling like you're turning a corner in your world somewhere. And you could be feeling as though things are starting to come together for you. So things have been a little bit challenging in some aspect, and now you've got this turning point for you, pointing you in a different, better, lighter, brighter direction. This can also be where you do face your fears with putting up some boundaries, or establishing them, or putting your foot down, because quite often the 10 of Wands does bring along a lot of responsibility, okay, on something. But it also is this energy where we get clarity, and we are a little bit more insightful, okay, moon energy, about where we are taking on too much. Where are you not saying no if you need to say no, right? And we do quite often carry other people's responsibilities, sometimes out of a sense of duty, sometimes because we feel guilty, right? Sometimes we're trying to be helpful and kind and caring, which is great, but we go too far, right? We bite off more than we can chew, and then we offer to help someone with something out of the goodness and kindness that's in our hearts, and then we're like, oh man, I wish I didn't say yes to that. I really just don't have time, or I just, So sometimes we unintentionally bite off more than we can chew, and it's because we've come from a place of good, right? But sometimes saying yes to too many things can put us in this 10 of Wands energy. I mean, does dude look happy? No, not at all, right? So in this moon energy, it's like a recognition of something here, and I feel like you're going to maybe face your fears a little bit and start to say no to some things. And this can really be a big turning point for some of you, especially if you're like a people pleaser. There's nothing wrong with being a people pleaser, right? Some of the best people in the world, but we can go too far. We can go to some extremes to your own detriment. So this can be where you are really taking your mojo back a little bit, and you're going to start to say no, and you're recognizing the need to do that. And perhaps something here with this revelation that can come in with the moon card is that I recognize why I always say yes. I recognize why I have difficulty saying no. And no is a complete sentence. We don't need to offer someone a book of explanations with it, right? Say, no, I'm sorry, I can't. Catch you next time, maybe. you know? So very important kind of energy coming in. But I do feel a sigh of relief here for you guys. We've got the Death card coming in here for you guys as well. And this is your advice from Spirit. Now, look at this energy. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio. What did we just have? A full moon in the sign of Scorpio. So this can be where some moon energy is still playing out for you, right? The full moon, the after effect, the hangover effect of the full moon we just had on the 23rd. So only a few days ago, we are still in the remnants of the energy. And of course, we do feel the effects for a while. Not everything happens right on that day, right at that exact moment. So this can be where you are working with this Scorpio full moon energy, and there's things shifting and changing for you in the best of ways, in a positive way. But your advice from Spirit with the Death card is embrace change. All right. There's things that are coming to an end for you. There's things that are evolving for you, or you have the opportunity to make some positive changes and to evolve. Again, we've got the 10 of Wands here, which can be the end of a really difficult, challenging cycle. And what are we doing with the 10 of Wands and the moon? We're releasing, we're letting go, right? We are recognizing things that are causing us stress and difficulty. We're recognizing a better way forward. But part of that key, recognizing something or being clear on something, isn't always enough. We have to be willing to change, willing to do things differently, willing to say no, willing to, kind of put up boundaries or get things out of our life. And we're willing to evolve in this energy. So there's changes going on, and it feels like here they are very positive changes, but you may have to kind of face the truth or face some fears in this energy. It's big energy, right? It's a big deal. And so this is probably something that's carrying you through the weekend. Decisions, changes. The Death card brings endings, new beginnings, spiritual growth and transformation, personal growth and transformation, financial growth and transformation. Basically changes the order of the day when we do get the Death card. But yes, there could be something coming to an end, but it's overdue and it's necessary. And your intuition here has been telling you it's time to go. Right? It's time to put an end to this. It's time to start saying no. It's time to start doing something differently, right? There's an opportunity here for a fresh set of eyes, a fresh energy, right? So embrace the change, okay, and be willing to change. But also, I think there's a spiritual transformation. There's some spiritual downloads and insights coming in for some of you as well. Very spiritual energy with the Death card, right? And at its core, it is spiritual growth and transformation of you, right? And it's like you are evolving in a wonderful way. The Moon card really speaks to your psychic abilities, your intuition, your insights, your third eye, all of these things. And so there could be something really shifting for you guys right now in your spiritual growth. And so maybe if you can today or this weekend, find time to practice some meditation, to find a quiet space, maybe just light a candle and sit with it. You don't need to make it complicated, and just see what's going. Pay attention to your dreams as well, because the moon can really speak to your dreams. Some big energy leading you into your weekend, but that's okay. We like that. So just be aware of that. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there, guys. I hope there was something here for you. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. And I will see you guys later. We do have, by the way, your money and career readings for May posted for you. And I promise you the energy is a little bit easier to deal with in the month of May. Okay, we're on the last push, the last hurdle, the last little bit of April here. Okay, and cleansing, purging, clearing out. All right, so check out your money and career readings in there. They're all posted for you. So thank you guys, and see you later. Bye.